Ladies and gentlemen, already know what it is. We are back with, I say back, but this is the first time I've done this chat 980. Great. Make mistakes already. But, ah, I should start with the cool story, but I don't, because I'm not going to be interested in that. It doesn't tickle the pickle, unfortunately. So, I shall move on to the juicy part. Which, to be honest, this whole chapter was quite juicy, but it basically starts off with Kaido and Orochi, celebrating a little festival thing. Unfortunately, no one catching a bit of wine, but hey, we all good. Orochi happy. He's just like, oh, finally, after 20 years, I'm free, right? And Kaido's like, man, took us long enough. I thought we could do it. But then, unfortunately, to Orochi's bad luck, Kanjuro crashes in. And when I mean crashes in, he's slicing Kaido's crew because Kaido's crew think he's a Red Scabbard, right? And yeah, they don't know he's actually part of Orochi's men. So he had to cut through all of the Beast Pirates pretty much. So at the same time, I don't know why it took him so long to get here, but I thought you could just, summon an eagle because he's actually wonderful at drawing and, fly all the way here. And Kaido's like, nah, stop, stop, stop. That's part of Orochi's men, and Orochi obviously know who Kanjuro is, so he's like, oh, you finally arrived. And if you don't know Kanjuro, oh, if you anime only watches, man, yeah, Kanjuro is basically the fuzzy guy, head guy with a paintbrush as a sword, and you basically can't draw in the anime. Yeah, yeah, he's basically a traitor. But apart from that, oh, well, moving on. So after that, he comes, but he's just like, I got some bad news to tell you. And Orochi's like, uh, well then, what could you possibly be talking about? And he's just like, yeah, then dead. Like, also while throwing Momonosuke on the ground, like, he wasn't carrying Momonosuke casually, but he's just like, yeah, they're still alive. And Orochi's like, what? He doesn't like this, but you know, we skip over to really kiss Kaido, just like, damn shame this boy has not changed. Because Momonosuke right now, he's beaten up. You can see he's been roughed up by freaking Kanjuro. And he's been, so you can see he's at least tried to escape. But Kaido's look on the face is kind of like, this kid has not changed. And he's probably thinking back to like how he got scarred by Odin. Because people are thinking like maybe he's protected over Momonosuke. I'm thinking like, nah, maybe he's just like this. This son is the same. His father's the same person that wounded me, that I had to seek help. I had to go to Lo to bait him in a trap to take him down. And this is his son? He can't even take down fodder? Because I'm pretty sure to Kaido, Kanjuro is just straight fodder. But he's just like, I can't even take him down. Like, I mean, yeah, man, that hurts. I think that hurt Kaido. But Orochi's, yeah, no, like, Orochi's like, no, skip that, man. Man, I don't care. Why hasn't there been an alarm or nothing? Like, and then you get this guy with freaking some genie up head, like some long ass big head, forehead, and then he's got some long earrings, and he's been like, oh yeah, he's this kid, Luffy, Zoro, and Killer have all been sighted, but Queen's already on the case, so we don't think we should disturb what a party, we don't need to disturb the bosses over some mediocre thing, and you know, that's fair enough to be honest. Most people don't want to, like, most higher ups wouldn't want to know about a couple, peasants like causing trouble, or to them anyway. That's what they think. But he's just like, yeah, fair enough. But Orochi's like, no, 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 no. If they're still alive, the samurais could still be alive. But he's just trying to, the other guy, with the genie head kind of shit. He's like, nah, Queen got it under control. And kind of like, nah, relax. And yeah, Orochi's here panicking. He's like, no, no, no. We need to get rid of Momonosuke like right now. You know what I mean? And he's like, so he pretty much is like prepared execution, man. This kid needs to go. Like he's shivering. He can't even take the cup that he's being poured from. Yep, prepare the execution, and Momonosuke is pretty much he's about to go down. I feel sorry for him. He's pretty much not gonna get saved now. Because I was hoping that during that point he would turn into a dragon and maybe Kaido might be like, interesting. Might need to adopt him as a son and kind of use him to get rid of Orochi. Because if he kind of raises up a little kid, he's kind of don't know, like kind of grooming him so he can kind of use Momonosuke and also gain, the power of the favor of the rebellion, the rebellious samurai and all of that. Because they will obviously follow Momonosuke, so his crew would just be even stronger. Because he'll have the complete control over Wano. Because Wano right now, he does have the complete control, but it's over fear at the same time. And there's a lot of strong guys hiding and people in the jail, right? They're just keeping working. But if obviously Momonosuke becomes the head of the family, and pretty much those people will probably, if he grooms Momonosuke well, that is, yeah, they will fight for Kaido, and maybe that's what Kaido's thinking, or maybe I'm just giving him too much benefit. But that's if he was gonna overthrow Orochi, which I still think he's kind of, because he might have been tired by Richie by now, but who knows? Kaido's kind of a crackhead. He does what he likes. But then we go on to, you know, the only submarine I've seen in One Piece anyway. You already know that's Law, and he's with the dog, his crew, the Kappa from the Red Scabs, and the girl, the female, which we still don't know if it's a guy maybe, but I would just say the female for now. And Biggie dude. Yeah, I forgot his name. The guy with the hairy hair. Well, I'll probably show all the images, but he's with all three of them. A couple with the ninja and a couple other people as well. So they're all in this ship, and their idea is basically to go through the flanks, because the way the waves in Onigashima, which is the island where Kaido's on, his main island, right? They're kind of targeted in a way where you can only get in from the front, which is weird, but it is what it is. But since Law's ship is pretty much the best ship because it's a fucking submarine, like he can just pretty much go right under it. So he's just like, yeah, that's something I don't need to worry about, is it? So then we flash onto what most people want to know, and we have Marco the Phoenix. And why I say this is the most important one is so he's on the ship, so he's pretty much in one. I'm pretty sure that's a mink ship he's on, right? And he's with all the minks, celebrating like, yes. It says here is the Nekamushi's troops, which is the lion mink, and it's called the Guardians, right? So he's out here saying, damn, I guess I don't need to deliver that message because you're here. And the message was, sure, I'll be there, but I'll be a little late. That was it, pretty much to destroy our pirates. So he was coming to Wano pretty much either way, which is interesting, which begs the question of who is guarding that? Or was it because of, yeah, Whitebeard's son, Edward Weevil? Like, is it because the water system disbanded, so it's going to be harder for them to cross the seas and get to that island? That's what most people are thinking right now. But I'm not too sure, because I don't think I'd be too confident. We're talking about Whitebeard's treasure, right? So I'm going to go on a bit of, a little serialized thing right here. Like, I feel like it could be the Whitebeard pirates, some of the remnants that are protecting it. Because personally, for Whitebeard's treasure, I wouldn't leave it unguarded. In any case, I'll need someone protecting it. So it could be some minks, or I feel like it's more to do with the Whitebeard pirates. Because he already made up his mind he was going to help Luffy. So I feel like he called some of the Whitebeard pirates, right, to be like, all right, I need to help Luffy. Because that was like Whitebeard's last wish. So I'm going to need some of you to protect Whitebeard's treasure so I can go off and personally help Luffy. Because you don't have to help him. This is kind of more of a personal thing. Well, Whitebeard's our captain, so we kind of have to protect his treasure because he's long gone. So I think that for me, I would be kind of more safe and reassured if the remnants, if I was Mark anyway, if the remnants were protecting the island, than me going on a little like. There's an 80% chance he won't come to it, but there's like a 20% chance he could possibly come here and take the treasure and, kill all of his home. And I wouldn't want to come back to see that. Plus, we don't know how long the battle's going to take. He could move quite quick and he might even eventually end up at Water. But yeah, that's what I feel. So the remnants are protecting the island, but it's not confirmed. Don't take my word as glory, man. I don't know. I'm just waffling right there. But then we have our second thing, which is major. And is Marcus said he didn't know what was going on in one, pretty much because one is isolated. And word about Odin never made it out to sea. Oh, and I'm here like, oh, this is not good. So I don't know if he's talking about he didn't know even Odin died. Because if he didn't even know Odin died, this is big. And so you're like, I might not think this is deep, but this is deep because if you don't know, Ace actually reached one. So Ace has been to one, and that means if that's the case, whatever he might have told Whitebeard and everything, that was just a straight lie. Because that means he would have had to tell Whitebeard that. Yeah, I know, when you went Wonder, what did you see? Ace was like, nah, everything chill, Gramps, man, everything chill. Odin's still doing good. He out there with Momonosuke. He's growing as well. Momonosuke growing like, yeah, he might be not as strong as his father, all of that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But then maybe Whitebeard was like, cause I'm pretty sure there was rumors that yeah, Kaido was occupying Wano or some sort like that. It's like, yeah, maybe like yeah, Kaido's basically Odin's bitch now. It's kind of like kind of just uses it to scare away the Marines so the Marines don't attack them or even dare enter the village. And it's like, oh, so it's kind of like, oh, he's got Kaido under his grasp or something. But then it wouldn't make sense why Kaido's the younger. It's just kind of like, man, I don't know. Even if he said Odin had died, but I still find the children are doing all right, it still doesn't make sense. So I feel like he personally lied or to whatever. We don't really know what he had said to Whitebeard or the rest of the crew, because not even Mark and and he's like the first mate, right? Pretty much the right hand man. So he probably just ace lied to Whitebeard saying everything's all right, just because he feared that his illness would get worse, or he would personally feel like hurt, because he'd be like, all right, one of my brothers or children died and I didn't even hear it. I didn't even do nothing for him. And he might take it as his own responsibility. Same way with how Ace got crucified. Or I say crucified, but ended, but got all that purged. Yeah, he might take it as responsibility. Like, it would be something like that. Well, in this case, they're going against Kaido and his crew. And probably they would win, I believe. I don't think Kaido's well, the Marines and Warlords against Whitebeard Pirates against the Whitebeard Alliance and all of that versus Kaido, I think they would probably win and take over one it back. But yeah, I don't think they wanted that to mentally, or Ace don't want it to mentally affect Whitebeard, because Whitebeard's more of the, yeah, nothing's wrong with me. I'm right. I'll live like a good extra year or two. But yeah, they don't want. Sorry for that impression. They don't want Whitebeard to yeah, just go out on a little panic attacks or anything that could possibly affect his illness anymore. So, oh, damn, yeah, that's flags, man. That's something. But I'm gonna leave that one there. Everyone can think about it how they like, and I'm just gonna move on to how this chapter rolls out, which is pretty much, oh man, our favorite scabbard, Kirishura, man. He doing his shenanigans, man. This guy. So he pops up to Sasaki, I think is it? Well, he's basically one of the I think it's the Flying Six. Anyway. They haven't know that Kirishu is a traitor, so he just uses that to advantage. And it's just like, don't you just love when you can just like the anime characters just barely close, but like they're not close, it just makes them seem harder. Like that Kirishu, and he's here like, so he pretty much captures Sasaki, right? And he's just like. Sasuke's like, nah, go on, man. Like, what's going on? Like, what you doing? He's Kirisha's like, yada yada. Seems you didn't know about the history of Wano, did you? And he just slowly just flexes, taking off his coat, and you just see the Odin symbol mark on it. And that's just like, oh man. He just tells his men to gag him. And that's kind of, that's another red flag in this chapter, because Kirishiro, you don't see him personally kill him. Well, he's not even going to personally kill him. He's going to tell his mates to do it. And we all know that he has a devil fruit, because freaking nearly all the beast pirates have a devil fruit, especially this guy who's quite high up. Whether it's a smile and an actual one, he probably has a devil fruit. Yeah, since he doesn't personally kill him, he could be still alive. Even though it could be Sea Stone cast. But I don't know. I feel like he's still alive. But Kirishiro is just MVP already because since they don't even know, Kanjuro just arrived and he hasn't even stated that if he's the traitor yet from this chapter. So pretty much Kirishiro leading the rebellion is even better because they'll see an army of men and just like, oh, that's Orochi's man. They probably came from the ship shore and stuff. So he has a whole rebellion army that everyone thinks is Orochi men or part of the Beast Pirates, right? So no one's like thinking of anything. So they can pretty much enter freely and do what the hell they want, which is, oh man, it's so good for them right now. So then we pan out to freaking Usopp and Chopper in their little tank. Her big mom was there running her down, and they're like, "Ah, never forgive you, Straw Hats." And they're here, all like, "Oh, they got a direct hit." And as if a cannonball's gonna ever affect like Big Mom, like let's be honest. And they'll be like, "Ah, yeah, she's still alive." I mean, this stuff, she tanked gear for like I don't think a freaking cannonball is even going to stop her, no matter how much they throw. I'm more surprised, because they're on a bridge, right? So you'd think they'll shoot at the bridge so she could possibly drown. I mean, no, Big Mom. If you shoot two ahead, she'll probably just jump over it. But just shoot right on her feet so she can just pop down. Unless she has some skywalk, and from what you can see, that sun is it? I'm not even gonna say the names, but anyway, yeah, nah, the son isn't with, no, her sunny homie isn't with her because she just found Nami. Because you just have Nami's weapon vibrating because Zeus is in it, and you just see that sun homie pop up like, ooh, and that's where you've been hiding. And it's just like, yeah, they want Zeus back. It's pretty much it. You took Zeus, yeah, we want him back. So I don't know if Nami's gonna somehow feed this guy some. I don't even know what a son would probably want, but yeah, just feed this one and get two of Big Mom's homies to make Nami even more OP, like the super glass cannon. And then we fly all the way back into Kaido's match where we have OT and Page One. So Page One's pretty much, he's I don't know where he's running off to actually. Well, he's probably trying to get into the Bane action, right? But you got OT like, slow down, slow down, can't keep up. And Pedro's like, what the hell do I give a care, man? I ain't slowing down for you. Like, what the hell? Like, stop chasing me. And OT just gets a bit triggered and lost some next flash step and just grabs his neck and is pretty much like, give me a goddamn piggy bank. And even though she's kind of already taken that shit by force, but and then Pedro's like, get the hell off me. And then out of nowhere you get Luffy crashing in. And Oti's like, what the hell do you want? And you have just a panel of Luffy like, I was gonna ask you the damn same thing. And that's pretty much how the chapter ends. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next one.